And we're on. Hello, listeners. If you're tuning in, I'd like to welcome you to our podcast. I'm one of your hosts. My name is Troy.
I'm Mario.
And I'm Mark.
And this is I Don't Know That's Perfect. This is episode 11. We are getting that last stretch in to the last season or the last episode. I think we got like 4 more episodes. We may have 5 more episodes.
Until the end of the year?
Yeah, to the end.
Like 4, I think.
Yeah.
Wait, how far are we going again?
We're going 15.
Ah.
But if we do a special 16 episode, we're going to give you a special surprise.
Sorry, last episode's just going to be us because y'all...
And, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you. No.
Nah, it's okay. It's cool. It's cool.
Look, I like to welcome back Mark because he hasn't been here in a while, so...
I'm back on my bullshit.
Better make this the best episode
I'm
ever.
ready to talk a lot of stupid shit.
You missed like 2 fucking weeks, bitch.
I did. I was working. You see this ACL band? I still got it on. Like, I was working.
Yeah, what does it say, vendor?
It says, staff.
He's official.
No,
I was in the back and shit.
No, honestly, Mark, every single episode we say Mark's been working his ass off. I'm glad he's back. We neted his content.
He has to watch to show off.
His
Dude,
stupid,
I'm fucking tired. I stepped in the shower with my watch on. That's how tired I was.
but it's waterproof, so it doesn't even matter.
Well, it's still working, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
it's certain pressure.
Alrighty. So, what's going on with y'all? Anybody need a shout out?
Everybody and their fucking mom.
I'm just gonna shout out to you for being here.
Yeah, shout out Mark. Shout out ACL.
It was iffy
No,
if he
not
was
shout
gonna
out.
be here.
Huh?
I didn't know if he was gonna. Wait, you?
Yeah, everybody. All our listeners, our viewers, our commenters,
Our first and
supporters,
last time
our
listeners.
haters, our affiliates, our future affiliates, our future protesters, people that want us to get off, pay us $1,000, we'll get off. That's good enough.
Any real people who need a shout out?
Okay, shout out On Vinyl, shout out EQ, shout out Capital Culture, shout out anybody putting on for Austin, showing love to local scene.
Shout out to our guests. We're about
Shout
to
out
introduce
to
them.
local scene.
We're gonna introduce them in a bit, but you have
I have actual people to shout out.
Bitch, so did I. That was
So I mean, actual celebrities that people care
Oh.
about. I'm just playing.
didn't have on the show, bitch.
Dude. So yeah, I was at ACL, of course, and y'all see the crowd Lizzo had?
No.
Her crowd was ginormous. Like it was covered like half the park.
Yeah, I went to they had C3 had a panel this week, and they were talking about how they're gonna do a better job this weekend to make up for what they lacked in
They're
last
gonna
weekend.
put her performance on all the screens.
Yeah,
video
so
screens
everybody
and
can see.
everything. Yeah, like.
How did they not know that her audience was gonna be huge?
I think when they booked her, like she wasn't as big of an artist as she is now. So like they put her on a small stage at an early time.
But I mean, if we could make
Wait, so she was on the small stage?
She was on
Yeah.
one of the smallest stages.
but if we can make changes within the week, you've had most of the year to do
I
it.
think it's
Meg
like
Thee Stallion didn't show up because it started raining.
Yeah.
No, she left her hotel late.
Not so special. Shout out to you, Meg Thee Stallion.
Still fuck with you though.
Shout out to Baby, #1 album in the country. Mario, what did you think?
I not what I expected. He overhyped himself up, saying he was the next Carter 3. It wasn't. He's just a hit maker to me. A great hit maker, you know.
I like his thriller videos.
I'll get snubbed for this, but I say he was like the next, like one of Drake's personas become an actual person. You know what Drake tried to become a gangster, and if you're reading this, that's the Baby. He's just everything he drops is hot.
Alrighty.
It was a good album. I liked it. I still jam it. Not a
Shout out Instagram. Got rid of the activity tab, so you can like all those.
That
thirst
was so
traps
fucking
now.
weird. I didn't even know how to get to that tab.
You just swipe to the right.
Well, no, I didn't like. So when I do Instagram, all I do is the story. Like I don't do anything else. I don't even touch anything else whatsoever. Then just add into my story. I thought it was Snapchat.
Women use that shit to see like if you like another girl's picture. That's what that
Yeah,
was
I remember.
for.
I was telling you about it. I was just like, hey, you
we're
remember the
getting a
activity
little too
tab?
carried away. Like, do we not have a guest today, or what the
No,
fuck?
we absolutely do, but that's the last
No,
one.
but it's a shout out.
Ah.
real
Yeah,
quick,
this is
real
Mark's-
quick, real fast.
See,
you
never
know.
mind. My bad.
I
It's
do have
weird.
one-
It's weird working with you. We have to rebuild.
Yeah, we had to do his own fucking segment at the end of the
Before we
goddamn
get to our
podcast.
guests, I do want to give out one shout out to you, Troy, because it was your birthday on Wednesday.
It was.
No, it wasn't. It was on Tuesday, bitch.
See,
Yeah, you
Dumb
forgot
fucking
twice.
the next part I was gonna get to is that I forgot. so
Twice in a row.
happy birthday to you.
Yes.
Wish him a
thank
happy
you.
birthday if you haven't already. It's kind of late. By the time you hear this, it's gonna
Shout out
be
to
a week
Hugo.
late.
Shout out to Hugo for buying me that Tom Brady jersey. Sorry, I did have to put that out
Okay,
there.
I'm done with all this. We do
show?
have a guest.
All right. Anyways, we do have a new guest. He's his music. I listened to a couple of his beats and whatever, and I'm glad that he's here. I guess he's from North Austin. He's actually all over the place.
Texas' very own.
Texas' very own. Actually, Austin's very own.
Yeah, he's bigger than Austin. He's all over Texas. So Texas' very own. Mason.
Producer Mason Flynt.
I'm sorry.
What up, my man? Did we get the
What
intro
up, what
right?
up?
Yeah.
I slaughtered it. Don't trust me. I slaughtered every single person's intro. My bad.
Nah, you're chilling.
But anyways, how you feeling?
Good. I don't really talk on microphones. I never talked on a microphone at a show. So, it's a little
Anyways,
different to hear myself.
I was gonna say, like, tell the people who you are, your viewers, your listeners that are listening.
I'm Mason Flint. I'm 22 years old, from Austin, Texas, and I just make music or try to make the best music happen, even if I'm not making it. I just want to listen to good music, so that's really all I do.
Don't we all?
Apply that to everything I do, and that's pretty much what I do.
I was gonna go in. You're 22 and you're a music producer. I mean, like whenever I first started doing music, I don't even know what age I was. And then, well, we were like 21 when we were in school, or like
19.
20. Yeah, we were like 19. You didn't do any school whatsoever. You just
Yeah.
Homegrown.
I used to skateboard. That was like my whole thing. I was a little skate rat. Was anybody in Austin skateboard scene who prior to like 2012 probably knows who I am. You could probably still find old skate videos of me on the internet. But I ended up tearing my ACL whenever I was in 8th grade. And I was like, damn, what can I do that doesn't require me to walk for 9 months?
Well, there you go.
And so I started DJing because like EDM and like dubstep was starting to get really big then.
Okay.
So I started like getting into stuff like that because prior to that, I mean, music, the most music I listened to was like what was like on the skate videos. So I wasn't even interested in music until like
So you were fairly new to
that
the
whole
scene.
bubble burst. Yeah, I mean, I was in like 8th grade, so it was a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
if I could ask something, what board did you skate with? What was your board?
I mean, I skated a lot of different. I skated for like 6 years. I was like a shot flow for like Element at one point, so I skated a lot of Element boards and stuff like that.
I had a Musca board
A
from
Musca
Element.
board,
Yeah.
okay,
Oh,
yeah. Oh yeah. He had the backpack on.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So we can thank EDM music for getting you into your producer.
To where you're at. Or started
Career.
off.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay.
Definitely that whole. I
That
mean,
was
like,
an era.
yeah, when like Skrillex started
Yeah.
happening. I
Yeah.
mean, like my whole like transition through music was literally all right. Like this EDM stuff happened, and I was real intrigued by it because I was like, they're making music on computers, like
Yeah.
because prior to that, I was like, all right, I had to sit down. I have ADHD like a bitch. So I was like, damn, I got to sit down, like, learn how to play the
Damn.
fucking guitar. But it wasn't like that at all. So it blew my mind. And then I started getting into, like, they shared music on SoundCloud. EDM was on SoundCloud before rap music was on SoundCloud.
Okay.
So when that was happening, I started getting into more, like, the eclectic beat scene. So,
Okay. Like soul.
yeah, like
section.
Selection and
Yeah.
Cashmere Cat and
Yeah.
Hudson Mohawk and stuff like
Oh,
that.
that was a
and,
beautiful era.
and that really is what got me into like hip hop and stuff. I mean, I always listened to hip hop just because I was a little skate kid and
It's popular.
skateboarders listen
Yeah.
to hip hop. But
Yeah.
like I said, I wasn't like in tune to music or anything yet.
Yeah.
I guess going off of that, as far as like influence from that time that kind of pushed you to or helped you craft to the style that you have now, like, is there notable producers like? Because I know that like from that, some of my favorites from that are still popular right now. There's Taku, there's Sango,
Yeah.
Martin Booker, and so on and so forth. Are there
Yeah.
any notable ones that
No, yeah, Taku, I love Taku.
Nah, he's dope, bro.
His boiler room set where he got
you brought the islands back?
when he got that shit jumping in
Yeah.
LA. That was the craziest. That really made me want to like DJ like heavy. Is
Yeah.
that boiler room? But like Cashmere Cat.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, so heavy. If you listen to how I DJ at live shows, I use hella reverb and effects and stuff like that. Like, I do that probably more than I like beat match and stuff like that.
Okay.
And that's a huge Cashmere Cat thing. That's me just ripping him
Yeah.
off. But he uses Serato, so his reverb sounds
Yeah.
different. So
We call it paying homage.
oh
you know,
yeah, definitely homage.
Dope.
We're gonna go into our first segment. Our first segment is always what are we drinking, and we always start with you.
I don't think
honestly,
he's drinking anything right
yeah,
now.
we have to make him a drink
Yeah.
first.
I think we haven't made him a drink. You didn't make him a drink.
I put ice in the cup.
That's it.
Wow, you're still half-assing this show, bro.
Whenever you requested vodka and Red Bull,
Yeah.
I used to drink that shit all the fucking time.
Yeah.
2 shots or 1?
You need to catch up, maybe 2.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can do whatever. I drink Red Bull vodka because I gotta stay on brand. Shout out the good people at Red Bull. They look out for me. So.
Okay. Bet I wish Red Bull was looking out for me.
Oh yeah, they.
I was reading an article that said Red Bull and vodka is the equivalent effects of cocaine. So, what
Oh,
it do,
damn.
baby?
Shit. See, I can't fuck with nothing that I got to snort. So
Which one you want?
I'm glad I can drink this shit.
We have a variety of Red Bulls.
That one is
The
gas.
coconut.
Yes.
Dude, I had that this weekend for the first time, and bro, I was like,
It's
this is
good.
better than the original.
It doesn't taste like an energy drink.
Really?
Oh,
To
it's
me,
blue.
it doesn't. Like it's like I don't know.
I don't know how much.
Well, whenever I do drink it in the morning, like I like kind of gag a little bit because I'm still like
Oh.
even in the morning the night before. But yeah,
There's more Red Bull if you want to.
all our guests, well, some of our guests that we actually bought, the alcohol that they wanted. Yeah, I want to go like vodka and Red Bull. I used to drink that shit. Whenever I go to the bar, like 6 vodka Red Bulls, double it up. Fuck
Yeah.
it. I'm gonna be up all night.
That sounds like a
Facts.
heart attack waiting to happen, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you feel good off that shit? Like,
I mean, I'm not really a drinker. I grew up in like all the clubs in Austin, and like, I mean, I wasn't supposed to be in them at all.
Oh,
I was
okay.
like 14 DJing in these shit,
Damn.
so it was like, yeah, I've been DJing for a minute out here, so yeah, I had to like go find bylaws and stuff about performers' rights and stuff like that, talking about how my mom could walk me in and let me play and then walk me straight out. So
Really?
I really never drank like that until after I was 21, because.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I was around so many people that if I drank, like it would be like frowned upon. I just
Yeah,
didn't want to
you
do
get in
it.
a lot of
Word,
trouble.
word.
So I just started smoking weed because technically nobody can do that. So
Yeah, never go
we all
wrong
on
with
the
that.
same level. Yeah.
And Mario, what are you drinking?
So I thought I had Red Bull and vodka, but I had Red Bull and fruit punch, and I just added Red Bull or vodka and punch, and then I added
I
Red
was
Bull.
say, is this drink alcoholic? or not? I know you have a regulator.
Yeah, and I took a caffeine pill too, so I'm staying
Okay.
up all night.
This shit.
You?
I got my Bud Light and Sprite combination going on.
If you haven't, he used to drink a bunch of Michelob Ultra.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on the podcast.
Wait,
Hell of a
Bro, you
comeback.
put the Sprite in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what-
wait,
Bud
so,
Light,
wait,
yeah.
wait, wait. So what's
Why?
up with that?
So somebody on Twitter was like, "Yo, this the combo they love to hate," and I was like,
I
"I don't
can
think
see
anybody
why.
hates that combo because I don't think anybody knows about it."
or wants to even think.
So
how'd she
I
come
just
up with that.
literally put in Sprite, Bud Light, and ice, and this shit takes like
So it's watered down Sprite.
Yeah.
No, big.
Who
no,
put you on it? How?
They tweeted about it like, "Yo."
Oh, you saw it on Twitter.
I saw it on Twitter. Yeah.
Oh, lit. Okay.
Yeah.
I used to go whenever I was in high school. I used to go to Sonic down the street from Del Valley, get a cherry limeade and put Dos Equis in there, and I called the cherry Dos, and it tasted
Whoa.
really fucking good.
Oh.
Well, then again, I wasn't my alcohol tolerance was just like all off the chain. I was like, I don't know what anything tastes like.
Ooh, that's right.
That's dead ass me right now. No, I'm on my 21st birthday. They were like, "What do you want to drink?" And I was like, I don't know what shit tastes like. Like I don't have
Everything's
no
new.
alcohol knowledge at all. Like
So you had no preference.
no, none at all. Like I like Red Bull, so I was like, oh, Red Bull.
There you go. Easy to go to.
Like, fuck it up, Billy. Give me whatever you got.
Is that
Yeah.
good though?
Yeah. It was all right. You nailed on the head like watered down Sprite.
Yeah.
That's alcoholic.
yeah.
Barely.
I guess it got flavor. It's just like lime, Bud Light.
Yeah.
They're equivalents of each other. Like Bud Light is what Sprite is to sodas. So I guess it makes
Okay.
sense.
And we got the Sky Vodka, if we haven't told you.
Kinda already gone.
Yeah, it's almost gone. We've been drinking all day, but I'm pretty sure we can make it last. Mario, are you going to take some shots?
yeah.
All right, yeah. I mean, we'll make it last. I don't have to drink. I can go get a Four Loko at the store.
Okay. You do love those Four Locos.
A little bit.
That you got a cool Four Loco cake, right?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Sophie. She gave me like this Four Loko cake, which is fucking amazing. But I already had drank a Four Loko on my birthday. I was like, I don't know. I actually had a challenge. It was like, if you can drink four Locos, that's the challenge. And I was like, I've only made it to 3.5, but probably like 3.5. No, actually no, 2.5. And then the third one, I tried to finish the third one. I was just like,
It's crazy they make a drink like that.
You ever had one?
Hell no.
He used to be a lot crazier back then, huh?
No.
Cause that shit is something else.
I bet the way people talk about it is like.
Like, I'm good.
I won't peer pressure you to try it, but man, I really feel like everybody should try it for like, well, at least
I mean,
once.
no, yeah, I'll try anything. I don't know if I'll drink a whole one. 'cause
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
like that seems pretty demanding. But
if you want to be fancy and you could get like a bottle of champagne and a Four Loko and mix it together and shake
is
it.
that gas?
I have no idea. No, I know. You remember whenever we had it for the Super Bowl,
The what?
the champagne and the Four Loko, and I was just like, yeah, we had the champagne and Four Loko at my old house, and I was like, yeah, this is what they said is fancy or
Our
type of
version
champagne.
fancy, I do not recall. It's probably because we drank.
I was like, why the fuck would you make champagne? And I did it, and I was just like, nah, I'd rather just be an adult and just drink the shit just by itself. I don't know why you put champagne in it.
I don't know, bro. Over here putting Sprite in his Bud Light.
yeah, right. You can see where the taste buds are at, right?
All right, I'm being judged now.
No, you're not
Welcome
being judged.
back.
I'm saying he just open up. You know what I'm saying? The mixture might hit. It might hit. You don't know.
This shit hit like Chris Brown.
Oh, popped.
Wow.
All right, I'm sorry. Let's get back to our guest
Go back.
of
yeah,
honor. You know,
Going
about
off
him,
of
please.
we're going off of DJs. There is something that I had to ask you about. There is a very well-known DJ scene in Austin right now going on. It's been going for over a year now, and it's a big wing in the Austin scene. I do think it gets overlooked, but what are your opinions? I'm sure you're familiar with the known artists, the known DJs.
Yeah.
Would you put yourself in that category with them, or how do you feel about that whole wave?
I don't really play. I've never really played clubs.
Okay.
It's always been a big thing of how I DJ. I don't do weeklies. I don't do club nights or anything like that. I play concerts.
Okay. Yeah.
I've only ever done that because I don't really know actually. It's just something that I'm more comfortable with. I like I said, I came from like EDM stuff. I was DJing EDM stuff, so EDM they don't really have like clubs here like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they got like 2 clubs, but I'm not trying to sit there and play EDM for like 4 hours. Like I was a little producer kid, so I wanted to sit there and play my hour-long set like I was at a festival.
Okay.
Type.
Yeah.
And so through that, I just like, I guess the way my brain worked was like, I'm going to get onto these rap shows because I want to start DJing rap music. And I just never really, I mean, people have offered me club nights and stuff like that, and it just doesn't seem very, I don't know, fun to me. I feel like I'd rather be sitting in front of, I'd rather be playing music to people that are there to like listen to music rather than to like have a good time, if that makes sense. Just go out and like party at a club and stuff. Like that's just not me.
It's different styles, different way people, different work. I get that. That's cool. So I guess going off of that, I've seen you have some pretty big shows, and most of them you've been with what's his name, 10K.
Yeah, 10K Cash. Yeah.
And how has that been going for you?
It's been cool. 10K is live. He's just a Dallas kid, really. I mean, he's normal as hell. It's real crazy. But no, 10K is live. We met each other because of Twitter. Well, I think he started really fucking with me because I've known Gun for a long time, and I think when this little like exchange that happened on Twitter, pretty much what happened was like somebody from where he's from was like telling him that he wasn't like on shit, wasn't doing shit. And it was like right after like the Uzi stuff and like the Aloha hitting 3 million or something. I'd go on this guy's profile and I would say like DJ something. So I was like, oh, he's a DJ. Like bet, like let's see what's good with this. So I started looking through his stuff and it was like all his shows were at like hookah bars 6 months ago. God. So I was like, damn, like you.
Who are you to talk?
Yeah, I was like, who are you? And so this dude just started tweaking, was on some like, well, we need to DJ battle and the winner keeps the other person's laptop. And me and 10K were just on Twitter clowning this kid heavy.
Pink slips. We need pink slips.
Yeah, and so
let's bring that back, guys. Come on.
And so like I off that, like he just started fucking with me, and he came down for South by, and I did all his shows. And
And y'all had a South by show over at what is it, Stubbs, right?
yeah, Stubbs. I actually got I did all his South by shows, so I did like Rolling Loud, Fader Fort, and then that South by Southwest Takeover show. He ended up playing because he knows Carnage, but I got booked through South by actually. Oh. South by like reached out to me and were like, we want an Austin artist to actually be showcased. Like we want to put you in a position that you wouldn't necessarily have been. So they put me as the house DJ for the Friday of Stubbs South by Southwest
and
Takeover.
I have that lineup right here. You on there with Carnage, Lil Mosey, NLE Choppa, Young Nudie, Lil Gotti, Lil Got It,
Lil Got It,
Shorty,
Shorty.
Shorty. Shorty.
Yeah, and then Maxo ended up coming. I DJ'd for Maxo. That was really cool for me. Yeah,
that's very
that
impressive
whole takeover
resume.
set they have every year is a dope one.
Yeah. Maxo being there was actually it let me Fetty. I've DJ'd for every artist on Fetty.
Oh really?
I played that song now for all of them. I was at the Top Shelf show with at South by like 2015, 2016. It was like Cardi and Rocky pulled up and all this stuff, and it was like the DJ's controller wasn't working, so we had to like co-DJ Cardi's set, and it was weird. That was a weird time.
I'm gonna put you around a 20-minute mark, so I'm gonna pour some shots up.
All right, bet.
Go easy on the Troy. He didn't drink, remember?
Luckily, he Ubered here, right?
Yeah.
But you did just say that you DJ'd or co-DJ'd at Cardi?
Yeah, well, it was like a little Cardi set. No, you can pull it up on No Jumper. Actually, they went and filmed it, but it was like something was wrong with the sound system, and something wasn't connecting, and my setup was already there, so they had just plugged it. I ended up DJing for like Larry June also.
Word. You have an impressive resume for someone so young.
Especially not doing like compared to the other DJs in Austin, a lot of like weekly shows and stuff like that. Like, that's really badass.
I really try to take it as like I'm a DJ, but I want people to like view me as an artist in a sense. Because a lot of people see me as DJ, but really I really only like. And I don't want to sound like I don't know, shallow, but I at one point I was gonna quit, like stop DJing completely and just like stick to producing, but then like people started paying me to DJ.
Yeah,
so,
money
you know
talks,
what I'm
right?
saying? And then it got and then it got fun after that because I was like, all right, I can finesse this a little bit and like do it my own way, and I could still make money off of it. But yeah, for a second, I mean, I was not like trying to DJ like that.
You're ready to be out.
Yeah, and it's still sometimes I'm like, damn, you know, like. I don't know. It gets repetitive sometimes. It really does.
You still produce a lot.
Honestly, every single day. I make 5 beats every single day.
And I think that's very important because we like just now as a recent over the past few years has it gotten, I guess now people have started to realize that a producer is a crucial part of every song.
Yeah,
they are an artist. You know, and there's a lot of people who kind of disregard them or
the way that I see that is just like the producer is the artist, the painting is the actual, you know, the people who perform. They work
hand in hand. Like you can't. There's every artist not gonna go perfectly with every beat. So you have to find perfect clicks that go together. You know. So I'm sure you've heard certain artists on certain beats and you were like, you weren't feeling it.
Yeah.
And, you know. So I definitely producers need to be appreciated a lot more. So, but I see it starting to happen now.
But engineers need to be appreciated more.
Yeah. There's levels to it, but everybody should get some love.
Here, look, I'll take a shot to that.
Yeah.
Cheers to the producers, engineers, artists, everybody being part of creating the craft.
Oh shit, I gotta.
Ooh.
Not too bad.
You got followed up with the Red Bull, huh?
Shout out the nice people at Red Bull.
Hit us up next.
Going from your DJ producer. What kind of program do you use? Is Ableton? Ableton.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, as you can see, I use Logic Pro.
Okay,
but I've been trying to get Ableton, or if not even that, just Pro Tools. But if I'm gonna get Pro Tools, I'm gonna get the complete package. And
oh man, yeah. I've been putting that off for a minute now. I've been wanting to do like Pro Tools actually has like a monthly thing now. Like you can pay like $20 a month.
Subscription,
Yeah, and after like 24 months, you own it.
Yeah, I started
For
seeing
real?
that.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
it's the
thought-
same as a
No,
Adobe.
it's like it's rent to own.
Yeah, cause like I wanted to get Pro Tools, but like I wanted to get the fucking software with it, the hardware with it.
Oh yeah.
You know, like to start my own studio.
do a whole like rig.
Yeah,
type
and
shit.
I saw that and I was just like, why the fuck? It's just like streaming. Like if I'm gonna buy the music, I'm gonna own it, and I don't want to pay I don't want to pay like $24 a month for like my life to be able to make music. I want to buy it,
Yeah.
but I didn't know that it was rent to own.
Yeah, it's rent to own.
Yeah, it's the
Same with like the Wave stuff. They do like $9.99 rent to own for 24 months.
I have a shout out to Waves. Honestly, they have a shit ton of plugins that are so good. That one knob, the fucking LA2A, little small little
all the
LA2A.
little emulations.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Definitely.
It's too expensive to buy like a compressor, like a $2,000 genuine compressor, like $2,000. I was like, well, it kind of sounds the same. It's just in the it's in the box.
Have you tried UAD stuff?
No, that's
Man.
that's the Universal Audio
Yeah.
Designer.
Yeah, so it's like the interfaces all have computer chips in them, right? And
Yeah.
so whenever you're using like the UAD software and like the plugins, like there's UAD plugins, you have to have like if your laptop is just sitting here, you can't open those plugins. You have to use DSP from your interface from the computer chip. So what it's doing is it's like replicating the circuitry of the analog hardware. So instead of just sending it and hitting your converters, right?
Yeah.
It's like
It's like a mic pre for
yeah,
that.
instead of
Yeah.
it doing digitally, it sends it to a completely different machine that runs it through circuits. So it's coming out of your converters and hitting other converters still, so you still get this like
The warm
crazy
sound.
like
Yeah.
warm depth sound, all their plugins, because it's a totally different machine.
If you don't know what he's saying, then I would Google it. Just I understand it. Hell yeah!
All
Like
our
I
producers
feel
and
like this is
engineers.
because like our second episode, someone was just like, "Hey, what kind of setup you have?" I was like, "I'm gonna give you like a 2-minute session about what I have." Like,
Yeah,
you know?
I'm very heady about like audio engineering stuff. So like I'm all about the technical terms and
That's
stuff.
Yeah. No, that shit's badass, man. Cause I saw you that the last beat you put like Houston. That
Oh yeah,
that one.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, he was Ableton. Like I was trying to get in, thinking, I'm just gonna stick with Logic for now, and I really just want to put my money in just buying the biggest Pro Tools
Yeah.
session, getting everything, and then
Facts.
after that, you know.
Yeah, they all have different workflows. Really, it's like Logic sounds really clean, and like the routing in Logic is very like top par. And then, like I don't know, Ableton. How I started was sample based music. Ableton's really good for that, and then Pro Tools just sounds really big. So I mean, they all have their own. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I mean they have their flaws. Like this one,
Yeah.
it kind of. Oh, I blame I blame the processor on this computer because it's old.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I've been there too. Definitely.
no, but I was saying going off of that, music based. What are your top genres? Like, what do you listen to whenever you make your beats?
I make so much different stuff. Like I said, I came from EDM stuff, so I still be making like dance music stuff. But I'm from Austin, so it's like I'm very influenced by like indie music that came out of like early like 2000s, late 2000s, like the Strokes and stuff like that. You know, like very
The
like
indie
warm
era.
indie sound. You know,
Yeah.
like that stuff. So I'm very influenced by that, and then I got into hip hop super heavy, so I'm influenced by that. And I don't know. Like I said, I kind of had like my parents didn't really like my dad listens to music, but whenever I was like really listening to music, I was only living with my mom, and my mom doesn't like listen to music. So
It's all about your own discovery.
yeah, so I had to like kind of teach myself about everything that I wanted to learn. So I'd say I make dance music, indie music, R&B music, and rap music.
Did you ever go into like the way they say it, screamo scene?
No,
You didn't?
never that. I
'Cause-
mean, I heard a lot of punk music from skateboarding, but I mean, it never really appealed to me that much. I guess I get it now that I like really like fuck with like street rap music heavy, because
Yeah.
it's like I feel like I can feel the energy a lot of the time. So I guess I kind of get the same, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Who you fucking with in the street rap music?
Oh, Lil Dude, from DC.
Okay.
FMB Long Money from Houston.
Okay.
My friend's Kamiata, he's hard. KP, he's hard. Baby Shiva. It's a lot of people. 4-4 Baby from Austin. A lot of people.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
You want to play any music right now?
Yeah.
I mean, Troy does a little thing where he can play a song.
Just press play wherever.
If you request
what,
it,
What song
you
would
know,
it be in?
Yeah, what song would it be if you wanted to play a song?
You could play Lockdown by me, Young Bambi, and Kamiata. It's like an indie song we made. They're like screamo rappers, like you're saying.
Yeah.
And I sat them down and I heard Bambi singing a little bit before this, and I was like, all right, we're gonna make an indie song. Y'all are gonna sing on this bitch.
That's dope.
That's what I like to do with artists. I like to
That is
like
dope
push
shit.
them out of
Yeah.
their comfort zones completely. So
All right. Well, let's hear it.
Go ahead,
If you want to
play.
press play.
yeah, do you have it? You can pull it up on
This-
Spotify.
Oh no, honestly, just press play. Just
Oh,
be
just
like,
press play, boom. Yeah.
There you go.
On my own, feeling every day the same. Always stuck in my ways for a little. When I'm grown and the reaper call my name, will it all be in vain? Will I just remain calm, like it's there in the rain, falling slowly, like a lock in the brain, always know. Call me like, where is you at? I'm out the way with my dogs. Call me, you need to come back. The city been pissing me off. Being surrounded by
Stop.
and that was
Lockdown by Young Bambi and Kamiata and Mason Flynt.
And young Bambi, he's out of San Antonio.
He's out of a lot of different places.
Okay, so he's well known
Yeah.
just around.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's just like he's moved around a lot in his life. So.
Okay, that's cool. I asked because I know you're pretty familiar with the San Antonio scene,
Yeah.
and I know it's a pretty competing scene compared to the one in Austin.
Yeah.
How do you feel the both are? If you were to put them next to each other, how would they stack up?
I think they're different.
Yeah.
San Antonio's live though. I love San Antonio. I've been wanting San Antonio to win for so long. Like Austin has its things. Like Austin's cool. Like don't get me wrong. I love Austin. It's my city and everything like that. But I feel like Austin has a lack of just artists that I feel like are ready to be pushed on. You know, just a regional scale and national scale. I'm not saying that people aren't talented, but that people don't have all the pieces put together yet. And I feel like San Antonio has a lot more people that are just in the position that if they got that, like, you know, that slight little chance that I just feel like San Antonio is a hotbed of talent right now that is like really untapped. I go to these A&Rs and I go to like a lot of people that are running these blogs and stuff, and I've tried to push like San Antonio artists to them before, and their response will be like, San Antonio, like what? Like
Damn.
It's just
Like,
because, like,
yeah.
I want to say because the biggest music city in Texas is gonna be Houston.
yeah,
I mean, that's what South.
debatable.
Yeah.
Hip hop,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hip-hop.
Yeah,
yes.
for sure.
hip hop.
And yeah, whenever you look at San Antonio, it's just like, especially Austin, it's like, well, everybody wants to be an artist. Everyone wants to be everything.
Yeah,
It's a live city, music capital of the world.
yeah.
But when you go to San Antonio, like, it just,
Totally different culture. Totally just a different mindset.
and I can see like A&R man going over there and be like, oh, is in San Antonio? Like, we haven't had anybody in San Antonio. They don't want, and I respect that. If you're gonna go to a city and try to find, you know, artists that are good artists, and you're gonna judge them by the city that they're at, it's just like, well, San Antonio, well, fuck you, you know, like,
Yeah,
I understand that San Antonio doesn't have,
They don't
Yeah.
expect it from
yeah,
San
yeah,
Antonio.
exactly, they don't expect.
yeah. San Antonio's just crazy because it's like it's a really big city, but like I feel like everybody's really in tune with each other there. Like
Okay.
you'll have kids that I don't know, that will like essentially they'll be like 16 or 17, and a good example of this is like Rex Scott Bands. Like he took over the high schools. Like in San Antonio, I feel like that like people got like they get the high schools on lock, and then all of a sudden it's like they're getting hundreds of thousands of plays on their SoundCloud within their own city, and it's like I could see that happening in like Dallas, Houston, but I don't really see that happening in like Austin or like other cities that are like medium market size.
They're
like,
just moving differently.
Yeah, it's really cool. They're like very all connected. San Antonio's like, I see it as like a bubble, and that can like hurt them and help them at the same time. But I don't know. San Antonio, once they figure out like what they need to figure out, it's gonna be a problem, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What do they need to figure out?
I think they need to figure out industry and resource, like spreading resources out to people. Like, they have a lot of really good engineers and a lot of good studios and stuff like that, and people make a lot of good quality songs, but it stops right there. So it's like, I think musical infrastructure set up within the city, not just like to get it pushed out to other cities, because that's what it seems like's happened to people in San Antonio. You know, like Blake blew up and he stopped claiming San Antonio because he didn't have to go back there anymore. And I feel like once somebody kind of sets up that in the city,
What'd you say, Bill Buddy?
Blake.
Oh, Blake.
Yeah, Blake. Once he sets that up in the city, or it's like once somebody sets it up in the city, Blake had the opportunity, but he fumbled it, I think, and that's why he's fallen off. But
Word.
Once somebody establishes that within the city, I think it will give people something to look forward to. The same way, kind of like how, like, you know, it's like it would be like if what Quinn did in Austin, if right after all that shit popped off, if he just dipped and then took Austin out his bio.
He's been sticking around.
Yeah, he's been doing features with people, stuff like that. It's like somebody like that is starting to like put infrastructure within the city, put eyes on the city, and I think
Put
once
the city on the map.
I wouldn't necessarily say put the city on the map, because that's like, I don't know, it's more about infrastructure, more about like just setting up the processes so that once somebody is ready, it just streamlines through a system that's set up within the city. So San Antonio doesn't have to go look for Houston, or they don't have to go look for Dallas to go do stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They have what is it called? The proper infrastructure that'll
allow them to
be
like
reliable.
Allow them to like keep it within their city. You know what I'm saying? Not have to like ship people out to go do stuff. Because I think like even Austin, like we hadn't had an artist like Quinn. You know, we didn't have it like somebody that blew up on the national scale like that. I mean, we did with like Noah North in a sense, but he kind of switched up what he wanted to do. You know, he stopped kind of wanting to be a rapper and started wanting to like sing and stuff more, which I respect and all that. But as far as hip hop and stuff goes, like we hadn't had somebody that like did it and then came back,
stuck around
and like tried to like make something shake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Word. I agree with you. He's absolutely right.
If I could say something, what fit do you have on? I see the Budweiser B, and then
The Lonely Boys, right?
No, it's Broke Boys.
Broke
My
Boys.
bad.
Yeah, Broke Boys.
that's the B from the Budweiser, right?
No, I actually,
Oh,
I don't know.
It looks just like the one from Budweiser. I was like,
What's the beef for Brock Boys, huh?
Yeah, it's beef for Broke Boys. I don't know. He gave me a red one too, and
And
I was like in LA, and I was sketched out because I was like, this is like.
And
y'all
that's
tweaking.
from here, right? From town.
Yeah, this is from Trey Kane.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
yeah, I was just like, man, that fit looks nice, orange, and he has the B on there for Budweiser.
He has a whole bunch of these, like I said.
I saw he had a table mate too.
Oh yeah.
The heart, that shit was dope.
He has
I'm
a
not gonna lie,
lot.
the design is really, really dope.
Yeah,
For sure.
he snaps. Trey Kane is very, very good with clothing. Like,
He just started setting up his stuff over at Magic, which where we were at last week.
okay,
so
yeah.
If y'all go out there, y'all see some of this clothing, which
Broke Boys.
Worn
Very
by
nice.
Mason Flynt.
Always. You will always catch me in a Broke Boys hoodie.
we're gonna have to cop some fits for this.
Yes, sir.
For real, next podcast, I might have a Broke Boys hoodie on. Don't judge me. But letting y'all know right now.
I still want to say shout out to King from Magic for letting us record over there. I felt so just welcome being over there, even though we're from South Austin. And
He
we're
gave us some gifts too when we got off. Like,
oh yeah. Have you got like the Travis Scott? I didn't even know Travis Scott made a fucking cereal brand. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, I don't like Travis Scott.
You know?
Oh. That is a rare take nowadays.
I think I follow you online, so I know
Okay.
you're pretty outspoken, in your
Yeah,
opinion,
yeah,
which is
yeah.
awesome because we need more people like that. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty familiar. Well, I guess you want to go
But
ahead.
and I guess the audience would
Okay.
know
yeah.
why.
No, I could break it down
Why?
for you real easy.
Go
All
ahead.
right. So let me ask y'all a couple questions first. What was the first thing that you heard about Travis Scott? What was the first perception that you got of Travis Scott?
He was from
Troy,
Houston.
you're the most casual. You want to go first?
So I knew that Travis Scott. I think he was at a party whenever we were in whenever we went to college. He was just chilling there, and I was like, oh yeah, this dude's from. I was chilling with a bunch of people from Austin High at the time, and I was like, oh yeah, this Travis Scott. I was like, oh, who is he? I was like, he's just from Houston, and he makes a lot of music, and I think he had just put out the Rodeo. And he came to
Okay,
Austin
yeah.
because he fucks with a lot of people in Austin.
Days before rodeo or
Yeah,
rodeo?
no, the days before Rodeo.
Yeah. All right. So
There's
like
a big difference.
so the big thing was that he was a producer, right?
Yeah.
All right. Why have we never ever gotten a song solely produced by Travis Scott?
You think he's an industry plant?
No, not industry plant. I don't think industry plants exist. We can get into that after.
What I've heard about that is that Travis Scott is a thief.
Yeah.
And that he steals
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
production or whatever
Yeah.
it may be from other artists.
His beginnings.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends that work close with camps that are close to his camps. I don't even want to like say stuff like that.
Okay.
And I've heard a lot of things like that. But as far as like the public perception, we've never gotten a singular song produced by just Travis Scott. But even like last year, we got a singular produced song from Kanye on like the Weeknd album.
Yeah.
You know, it's always Travis Scott and somebody else. It's never just Travis Scott, produced by Travis Scott. You know, it's like Travis Scott, Metro Boomin, something like that. And when he first came out, I remember everybody being like, "Oh, he's a producer. He's gonna be the next Kanye. He's gonna do all this." And
Okay.
I think he kind of rode that out, and now you don't even see anything produced by him anymore. He's kind of completely, you know, stripped away that thing. He makes cool music and all, but
He
I
got
mean,
out of that persona.
yeah, I mean, I
You question the authenticity.
yeah, and also it's like you can read about what he did to his old manager and like a bunch of other stuff. And it's
I mean,
like,
he was young and he's trying to make money, but I mean, if you're gonna ride with it,
I mean, if your manager has a seizure, like you help him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I'm not backing up Travis Scott because
yeah.
I was never like my favorite artist is Lil Wayne.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it goes to like recently like Drake and J Cole.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Actually, not even recently. Drake. I mean, I've heard some sketchy shit about him, but
Yeah.
with Noah being his producer, I was like, dude, that dude is the one.
Yeah. 40.
40 is
Top notch. Big influence too. Big influence on the whole
40.
engineering
Yeah.
to mix concepts.
the low
Engineering to
sample
produce.
rate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that low fi sound. I was like,
Yeah, definitely.
no, but with Travis, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure if that's true, and it probably is true. He's trying to make a name for himself, and
Oh, yeah.
he's probably the biggest.
And he didn't care who he stepped over
Yeah, and
to get to it.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm not
actually-
gonna knock nobody's hustle, but you know, I mean, if you're gonna go that way, there's gonna be people that don't agree with you.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's like,
I'm gonna pour this next shot because we're reaching the 40-minute mark. But yeah, y'all keep on.
Is there a lot of other Austin producers or DJs that you work closely with? Or
producers, yeah, I be at Elevate Studio almost every single day. I be at the morning shift. I get there at 7 a.m.
And
and I'll
where's
be there
that
till
at?
5 a.m. It's in the music lab.
Oh, okay,
off
at
St.
St.
Elmo's. Yeah.
oh, so you were certified in that?
Certified, Mass, Stilo, Zeus 808, all of them.
Okay.
All the time. Those are my
Nice.
brothers, yeah.
Certified's done a lot. He's definitely
Yes,
done a lot
sir.
for the scene. He still goes on.
Godfather of Austin.
Yes.
I will say it and
Yes.
I'll scream it.
He was our first guest, and he's definitely like we've had these long conversations, and there's a lot he is doing for the scene.
You know what?
like,
It sucked because when Certified was here, I did not. Or actually, when he was here, we were just I was learning how to do like
Yeah.
We were
4
starting
people,
off.
Yeah.
and I did not record Mario's voice.
Oh.
And, like, we had to like cut it off at like 15 or like
everybody
we
sounded good except me. I just sound like a background noise.
But yeah, I mean, come in as a an audio engineer because I mean I'm a G at this now. I can fucking do this
Yeah.
shit in my sleep. But yeah, the way you said respect the audio engineers, the people because they do a lot of work. And at the point when I was doing the audio, I was like, dude, it's gonna take me like a week. Now it's taking me like 2 days,
Yeah.
even with the video and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do respect that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, shout out all the good audio engineers. Stilo, Mass, Zeus. They are all killing it.
Is it Stilo that just dropped his own water line?
No, that's Mass.
Mass,
Mass dropped
there
his
you
own
go.
water. Yeah, he said he gonna make $1 million off water and
Hey.
then freeze it.
What is it called?
Elevate alkaline water. Yes,
Elevate-
sir.
All right,
Hey.
shout out to Echelane.
Alkaline.
Alkaline. Excuse me.
And I do not drink. I will say that again. Y'all are.
I mean, this is a podcast you come on and you already know, like, we've been have a good time, fun time, talk about whatever, let the alcohol flow.
Finna go home. My girlfriend gonna be mad as hell.
Oh boy, what did she call you? Did she call you Mason or?
Yeah, just Mason.
Okay.
Yeah. Stuff like that.
No, it's like
Normal
that. It's like that
relationship
meme where it's like when your girl stops calling you baby, just calls you by your first name.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like,
you don't want to ever hear
stop
that.
being like
No.
she's mad at you.
No, definitely.
Quick random question: have you ever worked? Well, I'm sure you're already familiar with, but have you worked with Eric Dingus?
I haven't really like worked with him. I spent a few days with him at his house, like really early on. They wanted me to work with like Bishop Light, and I became
Yeah.
really good friends with Bishop Light. But I mean, Eric Dingus is a huge influence to me. I mean, it was really that's somebody that's like when I was coming up and producing and stuff, I was like, oh, okay, that's how you're supposed to do it, because he's from here. And it was
For
just-
those of you who don't know Eric Dingus, I guess his biggest breakout, I could be wrong, but it's
You
where
know,
I
it
know
was-
Eric
it was-
Dingus
it
the
was-
Drake place.
yeah, it was
man.
a
It's
Drake.
the
Yeah.
Drake song Now and Forever.
Yeah, he did all of like a bunch of like
Drake picked out a lot of his beats, right?
yeah, well he did a bunch of all the Xavier Wolf stuff before Xavier Wolf was Xavier Wolf. When he was Ether Wolf, he
Oh,
did
wow.
a lot of that stuff, and that's where he like Eric Dingus is an underground legend.
Yeah. Hell
Always in like no pun intended, but
That's
always and forever type
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
It is crazy because if you
Always
ever,
and forever. I don't put it- I got that.
if you ever caught him out in public or seen him at a show, like he's very like antisocial and just in his own role. And like,
It's
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
you get in his house and dude will just talk up a storm about everything he's interested in.
Yeah,
I think he's just
he's like one of those tunnel vision.
not even. I think he's just unapologetically him.
Yeah, of course.
And
That's how
I'm-
you should be.
I respect, you know what I mean? Not like in the same sense, like I'm very outspoken, like you're saying. I like to share my opinion and stuff. I think he just likes to, lay low and be him, and that's
Is that
cool as
something-
fuck to me.
Is he still someone that you would try to
Nah, I
work
don't
with?
talk- I would definitely work with him. I don't talk to him that much.
Gotcha.
I didn't know he was that tall. Like when I first saw him, like at a concert, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
He works closely with what is it, DSR, right?
Yeah, DSR, free do wrong.
Do Wrong.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Do Wrong. Told you about him, but for him, dope ass lyricist. He's
Yeah.
raw. Gotta check him out. But shout out DSR. Shout out Eric Dingus.
Grizo.
Grizo.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Shout out the whole league.
Yep.
R.I.P. the 6th Street Bully.
Do you have social media?
Yeah. Just Mason Flynt on everything. FLYNT. Everything.
All right, we're gonna put this here. I'm pretty sure I put it whenever he came in. I always put the Twitter and the Instagram. But do you follow?
Where's all your music on?
Oh, I mean, I really only have a couple songs out. I'm not gonna lie to you. I
He's
don't know.
Still very known, so that already speaks for himself.
I'm like a perfectionist in a sense, so I don't really put a lot of music out. But I have a song called Lockdown, like y'all heard it.
Yeah, we
earlier,
heard
but,
that.
And then I have like No Friends Entertainment with NHL, like a group out of Austin, and then just my SoundCloud. Really, everything's old. I am reinventing myself
Are
over
there
the
any
last
projects that
3 years. There are, but I don't really want to talk about that.
Okay, well,
Trust
keep it in
me.
the hush hush for
that.
now.
He's perfectionist. He's gonna get it out.
Trust me, I have an
Yeah.
Adele, Someone Like You piano cover on SoundCloud. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
that was.
No, if you look my name up on SoundCloud, you'll find like 25-minute dance mix from like 2012. So, and I forgot the account information, so that shit is staying up there.
Well, someday somebody's gonna dig
Someday
that
he's
shit
gonna
up.
be like,
Oh,
did you
yeah.
know Mason Flynt produced this?
Oh yeah, no. Go on YouTube, find my 12-year-old skate videos. That's the best
Hey,
one.
yeah,
they'll
yeah.
definitely.
Did you just get it at Maple Davis?
I would go out there with like Dakota and like Jay and them. I would. There's a kid named Dakota. He does like videos for the guy named Billy Rax,
Yeah.
and there's a photographer named Jay Moss. And Dakota used to live by me, and we used to skate together. And then he moved south, and that's when I started going to Mabel.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I would go there like maybe like once a month type shit. But I knew a lot of people that were skating there.
Did you were you off of skating? Were you known affiliates with Baby Guap and them?
Oh yeah, I knew them. Yeah.
Just off of skating.
Yeah. That's really how I met him. Like George, like I knew him from
back then.
Whenever I was skating when I was a little kid, we were all little kids.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like before House Park was built. Like where House Park was the parking lot with the little wooden ramps. Like that's.
Oh shit.
That's when I knew all them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like from the skating scene, come into like this music scene. I see a lot of skaters that like. I used to see a Maple. I was never that like the best I can do is probably like a 180. Oh no, actually a Vario, kickflip. That's probably the best I can do. But like when people do tray flips and just going on for fucking.
Yeah, that's what I was on.
I was like, what the fuck?
The other shit, I
busted my ass the first time I fucking dropped into.
Yeah, I love skating, just like transition and stuff like that. That was like my fun.
And we reached the point where skating culture and hip hop culture have now go hand in hand.
Yeah. Ever
since I guess Odd Future and that whole era, it's just kind of infused into its own little thing where everybody's unapologetic and free to be who they are.
They have multiple interests.
Yeah.
I remember when that merge first started happening. It was really weird for us skateboarders in a sense. I remember when.
What was that Lil Wayne album? Prom Queen?
Oh my! I was just about to. Lil Wayne came to Austin and Truck Fit, his clothing brand, set up a little
I
skate
that
park.
all the time.
They used to they set up a little skate park in Auditorium Shores, and they tried to sponsor me. And this was before I knew anything about music or anything. And I said no.
Oh shit!
Yeah, because I was like, "What is this corny shit?" Like,
I mean, you made it this far.
Without
you,
that
but I
sponsor?
think you might have made a mistake right there with that one. Like,
there was like, let us give you all this stuff. We'll get you right. I was like, what is this corny shit? Like a rapper and skateboarding, but yeah.
oh,
Yeah, I used to wear Truck Fit all the fucking time.
Yeah, no, some of their stuff was I mean, it looks like skate clothes.
Yeah,
like,
definitely. You know, if you're wearing Supras,
no,
you
that's
got no right to judge.
that's what it like looked like to me.
Yeah.
It was like super stuff. And
Yeah, it wasn't
all that
bad.
stuff. Yeah.
It was cool. I wore it.
Yeah, I had a couple of people, or I had one of my best friends that used to wear supers and skate, and I was like, bro, those things are like $100. Like those are some six, especially the high top ones. I was like, those aren't even like the
With the big old tongue, like tongue
Yeah.
fucking this big and shit, you know.
Skate shoes are crazy. That's a crazy culture. Skate shoes.
Yeah,
like,
definitely. Yeah.
That is really crazy.
All right, before we get into our last segment, I was peeping your laptop, and it has a bunch of stickers on it from one place and one place only. I want you to explain that real quick if you want to.
This is Dirtbag Life. He is I don't know how he wants me to describe him. He's an entrepreneur from Austin, and he is family.
Supports local very much. It seems like.
Yeah, he is. He's just I don't know guidance for me. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what he means to other people in the scene because he just means something different to me.
He's affiliated with a lot of people. Like I know he works with y'all, with Baby Goo Up. A lot of people he puts on, and he's even worked. I've first found out about him through Keith Corona, which we had. He's an older Austin scene OG. You know, so that's how far back he goes. That's how deep his reach out is because he really supports the local.
He's very Austin. He loves the city. Yeah.
But he is very low key at the same time.
Oh yeah. He's very low key. If you know him, you know him. If you don't know him, you don't know him.
Because I'm on Twitter a lot.
Okay, yeah.
And I see him on my Twitter. I see that logo on my Twitter timeline all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, who is this dude?
Yeah.
Who is this group?
Yeah.
Why are they? Whatever.
Yeah, it's just it's just him being him.
Okay.
That's the best way to explain it.
Okay.
I don't really. He throws a lot of shows. He's really good at throwing shows. Very, very in tune with what's going on.
Yeah.
And like as
brings
far
a lot
as
of people out, right?
brings a lot of people out. Gets a lot of the right people on shows. He throws shows for the right reasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Okay. If that's true, then I'm all for that.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
respect it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna pour this last shot. We don't have to take it right now, but we are gonna go into our last subject. The last subject is anything positive, anything that you have going to you, anything you want to say to your viewers before we end it, and we're gonna start with you.
One last parting message.
Okay. I guess everybody needs to make 5 beats a day. That's my positive thing.
There you go.
What's that Kanye thing?
Grind
Like,
it out.
I lock myself in a room.
5 beats, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Using
but
the Kanye strat.
Yeah, I mean, I want to get to 10 beats today, but I would just encourage everybody to grind and to also not let your mind get in the way of your process, because there was a time where I would struggle to make 1 beat in a week, and people a lot of the time like say stuff like that to me in production, but I think it'd be very useful for people to worry about their workflow and setting up themselves for success within their template and stuff like that.
Okay.
Very producer heady stuff, but
Yeah.
that's a lot of my following, I guess. So yeah, make 5 beats a day. Force yourself.
Yeah.
That's
Perfect.
I hear that? 5 beats a day.
5
nothing
beats a
more,
day.
nothing
5
less.
beat challenge.
and that's like I don't make like 5 full beats a day. That's not how I work. I make 5 8-bar loops a day.
Oh, okay. To start off.
And then on Sundays, I structure all of them out, and then on Mondays I mix them all.
You have a schedule.
Yeah, and I pick them out, so it's like I'm not like finishing all those beats necessarily, but I make 5 ideas every single day, and that keeps me going. You know, it's like the whole object that stays in object in motion stays in motion, object at rest. That's a philosophical term. That's not necessarily like just physics and physical things. That's you know, if you keep yourself going and stuff like that, even if you're aimlessly searching for what you're doing. As long as you keep that motion going, you're gonna find where you need to go. But if you're not doing anything, if you're just sitting there, you know, you're never gonna get to where you're going.
Motivational words from Mason Flynt right there. Mario,
I
what do you
guess
got?
mine will still be the event we're lucky to be a part of, Spooky Booze, which is by Culture Capital on vinyl and Grow Management. Shout out Ray, shout out Natalie, shout out Elliot, shout out everybody we're working with, Morgan, Antoinette, everybody. If you guys want to come out, support, it's October 26th. Tickets are on sale on the website is onvinyl.com. We're going to have Blue Moon, Mirami, Jake Lloyd, Chief Cleopatra, Nine Sage, Blue Lacy, and yours truly. So free alcohol, there'll be candy, wear your costume, come out, support.
We'll be there.
Show some love.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. That's my positive outtake. It is October. If you haven't noticed the Halloween logo somewhere, I forget what corner it's at. I can't see it. I can't see it because it's backwards, but it's right there. That's mine.
Alrighty. Well, congrats to you, Mario.
Congrats to us.
Let's play. One positive thing that happened to me this week, man, ACL is finally fucking over, dude. Like shit.
Hey, our
If
birthday
you have
season.
friends that work in the service industry
I told
and
you.
they did ACL,
I told you.
please check up on them. Well, by now, by the time is, you
Fucking
heard this,
dead.
You better hope they're still alive.
it's too late. Yeah,
Or wake
please
them up. Wake them up. They're probably still
reach
in
out to them,
hibernation.
be like, "Yo, bro, you good?"
They had you working like that?
Yeah, dog. I was on my feet 12 hours a day, minimum. And
You're alive. You're here.
I'm alive. I'm here now. So, Troy, what do you got?
All right, so I got like 3 of them.
I
No,
determined
I'm
time.
gonna make it really quick. So I wanna, you know, I'm happy that Mark's here. We are gonna still continue to progress. We got new headphones. If you see, we're gonna make more of this
Not
stuff. Well, no, yeah. Well, no, your headphones are
I showed them off, but I was like, these aren't it.
yeah, those are the B headphones. His are way worth more than what ours are worth.
Thank you.
The second thing I want to say is my birthday was this weekend. Shout out to everybody that wished me happy birthday. 26. I'm more than halfway up the hill.
We're old
I'm
now.
old as shit. And, you know, my mom bought me this rice maker. That's all I wanted. And
Oh,
she got
hell
me
yeah.
some fucking boots. Shout out to Hugo for giving me the jersey. And the last thing I'm going to say is shout out to Mason Flynt for being here. Honestly, I've hopefully you can, you know, progress as much as we can progress, but you have a shit ton of followers, so you're doing well for your age. You're doing a lot well.
I
You
just
have
be
potential,
on
my
Twitter,
man.
bro. That's
You be
really-
wild, bro.
You talking this shit on Twitter and people be agreeing with it. That's all it is.
To be honest, whenever I heard Mason Flynt, like, no lie, I thought you were black.
How
And
does
then,
that
like,
Oh,
How does that quote go? Why would you say something so?
Why would you say something so controversial
So-
yet so brave?
That's all you, Mason.
But yeah, thank you for being part of our guest. We're gonna take this last shot.
Cheers to a
Cheers
positive
to
note,
you.
y'all.
My man,
Oh, y'all are gonna get me
Mason
in trouble.
Flynt. Yo, check him out.
Mason's girl. I know
Oh.
you're probably all done being mad at him, but this is our fault. So I'm sure by the time you hear this, you're not mad at him anymore. Hopefully,
Hopefully.
but it's Mark's fault.
And remember, we're the fun podcast. We had
The
fun with
most
podcasts.
Professional, unprofessional podcast out of South Austin, y'all.
All right, you know.
Alrighty, we gotta sign off, right, Troy?
Yeah. All
Wrap
right.
it up
All right. So this
like
is
your first date night.
Wrap it
This
up
is,
then.
I don't know. That's perfect. I'm one of your hosts. My name is Troy.
I'm Mario from the South Side,
I'm Mark.
I'm Mason Flint.
and we're at.
And we're out.